Good evening. Welcome, Royals. Sorry I'm late. We're having technical difficulties, but hopefully have your drink and you're ready for this night's topic. Tonight's topic is going to be, of course, about Brenay. It's probably going to be the next several topics because there's so many angles we can address this from. But the title of tonight's show is Brenay, the bold betrayal when the other woman becomes the villain. The case was settled today, so now we're going to go back and go over all of the things that she should have did right and where she should have stopped and why people actually take a look at the mistress. So before we start, I'll have our co-host introduce herself and then we'll get going.
Hey guys, I'm Delicious Dilemmas. Nice to see you.
So in the interim, I have to show you guys something. So yes, the case was settled. Caveat before we even start any of the shows, and I'm going to repeat it at every show. Your opinion is great, but the case was settled and she won. So I would probably give opinions that align with the topic instead of going off on a tangent, which women love to do. I love all of your comments, but when they don't have anything to do with the topic, I kind of don't know what to do with it. And I just respond on whatever platform in a positive way. But can we stay on topic for once? So let me show you this. So let me tell you something. Social media is going to do its best at doing this big one and finding what you said and when you said it. The reason why I want to share this at the top of the show is because this is why people don't be liking to let women around their family and their loved ones and things like that, especially when it's a woman inviting her into your home, because the class of some women and men is just really trifling and really tacky. If she could argue like this with her own twin sister, and I thought the bond of twins was just irrevocable, this is a tweet she's making about her own sister. So that should level set on Akira's intuition from the beginning about how Brenay may be around her husband after she started feeling a certain thing. And then for people in general, what do you think when you see that? Do you see that? Your twin? You argue over boys and girls? Y'all both? Okay. I'm just saying. For a woman like that, like what would really be your expectations? Would you even allow her around your man?
Family or not, you are not welcome here. I'm sorry. I love you, sis, but no. I mean, you know what's so crazy? Me just being a sister, being a friend, just living at the age of 44.
Mhm.
Do you know there's just times I don't put myself in predicaments where I don't want to have to be bothered with the situation at hand? I remember I had a neighbor and
Mhm.
me and her dude was just cool because we had something in common. You know what I'm talking about. And
Mhm.
so, you know, that brings people together. You
Mhm.
understand? And so I remember she would come home from work. We worked at the same place. I just got off about an hour before you and I was at your crib getting with your because you didn't because you was not that and I would leave when you would come home thinking I was showing respect
Ah.
and you felt like I was trying to because I was doing something I wasn't even doing. So I've learned don't even be around nobody's man. Like I don't want to be around your man, sis. I'm
Mhm.
sorry. Keep it. Just keep
Mhm.
it. I don't want to do that with you. Is if we not the whole family, then like I don't even really do couples because I'm single. So it's like I'm good. I love you, and I really do love you, but you will not see me. I'm sorry. I won't be there.
Well, the story of Brenay. So, Brenay is a woman who broke up a marriage, exploited a wife, violated her trust, humiliated her own husband, humiliated the other wife, and her while going after her husband and laughed about it publicly, using her massive TikTok following, her big Instagram following, and her likeness to exploit and talk about this girl and taunt her. Brenay has gotten so big that she was on People magazine. Imagine getting so big for something like this that you were on People magazine. She has 3 million followers on TikTok, 371 on IG, She used her platform to make a mockery of marriage and in a state, here's the other thing, in a state where it's absolutely illegal and frowned upon. Did she not learn from Fantasia? So, for those who don't know who Brenay is and need to be brought up to speed so they can join the conversation, I'm going to start with a clip and then we'll discuss it and go to a next clip. It's about the actual lawsuit that was presented that she even laughed at this whole time it's been going on. She represented herself in court, y'all.
That was priceless.
Here we go. Let's take a look.
Let's talk about this 14-page lawsuit that was filed by Akira Montague against social media influencer Brenay Kennard. Now, there are a couple key players in this lawsuit, and if you're new to this, you're gonna need the context. So this is Brenay, and according to the lawsuit, she has over 2 million followers on TikTok and over 300,000 on Instagram. And again, Brenay is the defendant in this case, or the one being sued. And then there's Akira, who is the plaintiff for this case, the one who filed the lawsuit, and her husband's name is Tim Montague. The two of them got married in October of 2018. They have 2 kids together, and according to the lawsuit, had a happy and loving marriage prior to the, quote, deliberate interference of the defendant, aka Brenay. And
So, here is part 2 of that.
at that lady's house. And Akira became aware of the affair in January of 2024 from a video of the two in her house. The lawsuit says that the two of them, Brenay and Tim, have exchanged several videos and messages, including a video where Brenay allegedly says she couldn't wait to have Tim's last name. Then goes on to say that Tim has abandoned Kiera and their children and left the marital home and moved into Brenay's townhouse. At this present time, Brenay continues her relationship with Akira's husband. She provides housing and financial support to him, including co-signing for the lease for the apartment where Tim currently lives. So the lawsuit says that Brenay, quote, unlawfully gained the affections of Akira's husband, alienated his affections from her, and induced him to neglect her, their children, and his home. She has flaunted her affair and romantic relationship with the plaintiff's husband in public and private places, in and around friends and acquaintances of Akira's, and with the intent to humiliate the plaintiff. As a direct result of Brenay's actions, including sleeping with Akira's husband and excessive posting on social media, Akira has been deprived of the right to consortium, society, companionship, friendship, relations, aid and assistance, and economic and financial support of her own husband. Akira has suffered humiliation, mental and emotional anguish, and injury to her health, and her children who were born to the marriage have been deprived of a 2-parent household with the love and affection from their mother and father and the financial stability that it brings. Akira says Brenay's malicious and unlawful conduct has destroyed her happiness and her home. And so Akira is suing her, and she has 2 causes of action. The first is for criminal conversation, which although is worded really weird, it really means adultery or sleeping with somebody else's spouse. And then the second cause of action is for alienation of affection, which basically goes off the premise that when you're married, you have a right to certain love and affection from your spouse. And so when a third person interferes or diverts that affection that you have a right to, you can sue them.
So, here's my question. If you stayed in a state where these are the actual laws, why were you such a whore that you could not at least wait until you did it the proper way? I.e., you divorced your husband and he divorces his wife and you guys move forward. Mm.
Baby, if the disrespect isn't real, I don't even understand how you did that. Like I don't get it. I don't understand how you played it on social media like that. I don't understand how there was no respect for your marriage or hers or his. Like it's some insane, you got some nerve. Like what? What? Like I don't even have no words for the boldness that this young lady has shown in doing what she did. Like you don't think you were, and then you represented yourself, girl. I can't take it serious. I can't.
This is one of the primary reasons why social media is the devil's playground, in my opinion. If you do not have the wherewithal to understand what is going on, if you are too young and run into unchecked stardom, you're going to run right into a brick wall. She's not even that old. She's still in her 20s. They're young. And you're on social media, you're being an influencer. What do you have to influence? You can influence fashion and things like that, but what exactly do you have to influence? I believe it becomes an ego thing where it turns from you having all of these followers, all of these people listening. You have the side chick university saying, well, you can't make a man stay. You can't do this. You can't do that. But that's not the problem. The problem is the accountability that you are going to have. It has nothing to do with what you have the right to do, because legally you actually don't. Biblically, you actually don't. So why not just do it the right way? People get so caught up in I could do whatever I want to do that they lose track of things. So let's talk about how the friendship, because they were actually friends, turned into the family not being together anymore. I think is really sad. But again, the result is that she was able to win. So let's take a little clip of her walking out of court and her lawyer. Here we go.
I am the attorney of Akira Montague in this case for alienation of affection and criminal conversation. Imagine a person that you married and committed your life to betraying you, and he betrayed her with her close friend. This case was not about vengeance. It was about accountability. It is about recognizing that marriage is a promise that binds people together in profound ways. Love, commitment, and emotional fidelity are the pillars that marriage is built upon. In this case, when Brenay Kennard intruded upon the bond of Akira and Timothy's marriage, she inflicted a wound that reached Akira's core. A wound that was inflicted not only in private, but in public. Online via TikTok, Snapchat, and other platforms we use. We want to thank the jury for understanding the importance of marriage and rejecting the intentional and malicious act of Brenay Kennard.
$1.75 million.
That's right, baby. I'm glad she won. I'm so glad she won. I am so, because first of all, honey, you was never, like, you was forever trying to take her place. See, it's like, now here
Destiny
we go.
swapping. So we're going to get into that. Go ahead.
Yeah,
That's what that's
so
called. Destiny
because
swapping.
I'm like, now, baby, not only like, because respectfully, side chicks know their position is usually to shut up in the back and just make life peaceful for him to stay at home. Okay, just real talk. I mean, no shade, hey, that's your job, sis, and you signed up for it when he told you what his situation was and you agreed to play. So that is your position. And so you, love bug, you didn't take, you went beyond your position, and now you trying to take her position. Screw the fact that you're already in a position. Okay, so you want to quit your job and take the next person's job. That's just weird. That's weird.
You can't know the person and be a side chick. Let me just say, there are classifications for this. A
Oh,
side
okay.
chick does not know the wife. A side chick does not connect with the wife, like Des said. A side chick remains a side chick. If you are a friend, she was Akira's friend. They did things together. The husbands are cousins and very close. You are a demon. You are a walking demon and you are a destiny stealer. But guess what? When they say you mess with black magic and things like that, or when you build a grave for somebody else, build one for yourself as well. I'm just saying, all of this is coming to light. Y'all gonna stop playing with the Bible at the very least. And I'm not perfect, not even in my marriage. But how do you never repeat? How do you not think anything that you do is wrong and keep moving forward to the point that you represented yourself? You were this girl's friend. Let's classify this. To Dez's point, a mistress stays to herself. Once you make a connection with the wife, you are no longer a mistress because you have made it personal because you personally connected with the wife. Once you move in, once you create relationships, once you do any of those things, you're not a mistress anymore. And I actually think you have a bigger problem. You have absolutely inserted yourself into this marriage. And her doing that as a friend, I don't understand how you could do that. The mm,
It's that word friend for me.
it's the word friend for me. It's the
Because we
my
ain't friends, baby. Can't no friend do you like that. Friends don't do that to each other.
but let's take it back to exhibit A. What did I show you in exhibit A? If you're doing this with your own sister,
True.
I am nobody. Your twin sister, I am nobody. I can never be anybody. She doesn't deserve to be around another girl. She really doesn't. I don't understand. She specifically went after him as well. He didn't come after her. She went after him. She was sending videos. You guys, in
Yeah.
the opening of choosing the jury, one of the jurors stood up in tears, bawling, crying, and said, I cannot do this. I have to excuse myself because I would not make a fair juror for her, and left. That's how bad the
Wow.
opening was because it was receipts after receipts. It was over 100 receipts. It was text messages. It was videos. I mean, she was bombarding this man with things in addition to creating content. She was, she, so she started by saying, uh, she got back in contact with Tim, which is Akira's husband, created this fictitious lie that her and her husband, Devin, were getting into it so that she can move in with them. She reached out to Akira, who she is now trying to say, well, that really wasn't my friend. You reached out to her. She allowed you to move in with them to the point where she blocked your husband and believed it. You then move in. She doesn't know that you've dated her husband before. That was her actual first. His actual first was her, was Brenay. You then start being
What?
predatory on the fact that they are having problems within their marriage because he had infidelity. So you felt that was a space for you to enter, and now you can get him back. So you do. So now you're sending messages about you missing his large
Yeah.
body part. You're sending pictures, and now mind you, I just told you she moved in with them. You're doing all of this also under the roof of my home.
My God.
It gets deep. So tomorrow we're going to actually go through some of the receipts and things that were done. So let me just tell you, this is a hot goddamn mess, and I can't understand. These are the type of things that I tell you that you do that you can be incriminating yourself. So let's look at a short that Brenay made, and then we'll look at how Akira responded. But look at hers and take a look at it more. If you have a case going on, what in your brain is not connecting to you have a real case going on where somebody is suing you for $3 million for their husband? Let's take a look.
Why does everybody think we fucked?
Cause we did. Now come here. Stop running. Come here.
Why does everybody?
Did you really put that in evidence? Okay, so let's look at how Akira responded.
Hold me, Jesus.
So
Hold
let's
me.
talk about that. Let's talk about what that really is. Because now that everything is over and we know that it was all the truth, plus 10 times worse. So nothing I need to say is alleged. It is all, it came out in writing. They have so much in writing and videos that that girl should have never showed up to court. She should have just let her have it.
And she
You
should have
used your
paid her and walked
you
away.
used your influence, you used your followers, you used your camera, you mocked her. You did all of that to the point where I want you to notice something. Brenay is at home doing whatever. Akira is where and what? She still has to take care of her kids. She has on a uniform. She still has to be a mom. She has to still do all of these things. And you taunting her on top of that. So I'm breaking up with somebody that I married and thought that I was going to be with forever. And I had a really good relationship before this person came. They went on dates, they sexed, their messages were nothing like somebody that doesn't get along. They had just come back from a vacation, much like Kiki, except they got along. It was back and forth, very much so proof, very much so I love you, very much so I want to do these things for you. I miss you. Just because they're in two different places, not I miss you like you're gone.
My God.
On what planet did you think that dismantling somebody's marriage, your role in dismantling somebody's marriage, very vocal and out there, was okay?
It was never okay. It was like never, that was like totally disrespectful. And it was like you calling me out, like you trying to start a fight. Like, what's up? Like that was a take it to the street moment. Like, girl, bye. And why would like the insinuations is just ridiculous.
Just imagine you sitting at home as the wife with your kids, watching a woman who you once called a friend, allowed to live with you. Your family helped your husband because he wanted to go to the pros real bad and didn't end up getting to go. So her family is a really good family. They helped him. They believed in him. She worked while he went to school first. The grandmother helped them get a place. They have all of this support. The family had nothing but good things to say about them. Everything was so great. And you have to watch this when you get on social media. And here's the thing, before people say, well, you could have just gotten off social media, I need you guys to understand. Most that I see on social media was sent to me. It's before I don't even get a chance to log in sometimes. It's sent to you. You're being tagged. Your shit is going up.
Hmm.
And it's never anything positive. And it specifically has that person's face on it.
Right. You was outright not just taunting, disrespecting. Like, girl, you listen. The shady side of me says, "Girl, be careful that your husband don't go and sue you as well."
Oh, that's coming.
Oh, okay.
That one's next. Yes. And her husband, let me tell you, that baby did a glow up like no other. He's slim now. He's such a handsome young man. And guess what? He already won over everybody because they saw how good he was to her big titty ass and her being disrespectful to him. But he was still so sweet to her. He really loved her. So, child, I'm proud of him though, because he's like, I don't want to date. I just need a minute to process all of this. But oh, he's suing. Mm-hmm.
I
As he
know he
should.
should. I know he should.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and Tim, Kira's husband, who Brenay took, tried to countersue her for $30,000 for invasion of privacy or something like that because the laptop they shared is where she got the information. So he said she had no right to go in his private business.
Baby, we married. You ain't got no private business. What is you talking about?
Did you really? So you're gonna keep adding insult to injury,
You so
even if you did
disrespectful.
have the right to? Would you for $30,000?
You gonna have a right, and you gonna get listen, and listen, because I wouldn't just sue my wife. I would sue him too. Ain't they related?
Which one? Brenay's husband?
Yeah. Ain't the
Brenay's
two
husband,
husbands related?
Brenay's initial husband is suing Tim, the man. So it
Oh,
looks like the woman sued the woman and the man is suing the man.
gotcha. Okay.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, but does Tim got that type of income?
Well, if they're, excellent question. Excellent question. Because a couple of weeks before they went into court, guess who got married?
No, they did it. Oh, so that's
Paying
they.
the child support.
Oh,
She's paying the
listen.
child support too.
Wow. So was it worth it? Was it worth it? Because
Well,
you
of course,
took upon some
anything I
issues.
got to do for my man is worth it. Anything, baby. Listen, I'm ride or die after I have a whole dissertation in PowerPoint. I need to know what I'm ride or dying for, because I'm not ride or dying for nobody that's gonna run us off a cliff. This man don't make the money, you make the money. Hence him, or sorry, hence Akira and her family taking care of him and not him. It wasn't his family, it was her family. But that's how she lured him away also. So in some of the messages, we'll get into it, child. This is some dangerous shit, because how she leveraged her platform and her money. She used the money she made off of the videos, antagonizing this girl, to then get him an apartment, because it was in a message. If you leave her, I got you. I'll get you an apartment. I'll do this. I'll do that, which she claimed she didn't do. And it came out in court when they said, this lease right here, this date right here, did you sign this as girlfriend while he was married? That's your right there. You wrote girlfriend, right? Okay. And you co-signed, right? And this
Not
date
you
was
wrote
what?
girlfriend. No.
And pen with this. She wrote girlfriend. Here, baby, I'm gonna take care of you. On a paper, she wrote it.
Oh,
Her
well, you
picture.
got what you deserve, Biscuit. You gonna take care of him.
She lured him out of that home. He was actually, listen, he's young. They have kids. They struggling. It's a lot. Most people believe, old and young, that have followed this, because this has been since 2023. Most people that have studied and followed this really believe that Tim did not want to leave his wife and his family to go with Brenay, but the TikTok social media person. But after it was found out and he was outed, then you went ahead and went with her, and it's easier. You don't have to worry about kids. You don't have to worry about money. You don't have to worry about those things. But he was never talking about getting divorced. But after she got her divorce, she offered to pay for his divorce.
Oh, so she went on and got a divorce.
She went on and got a divorce. Brenay got a divorce first, and then started telling Tim to get a divorce and move out, and I'll get you an apartment, and this, that, and the other.
Ooh, wee.
When she went for a divorce, her husband, Devin, even helped her move out and move into her new place, because he wasn't trying to have no bad blood. But this was all while they were still lying, saying, no, we just friends. No, we just friends. Nothing is happening. Nothing is happening.
Ooh,
Yeah.
wee. Good, baby.
So look, this is how she was talking. She was talking, that girl. This is how she was talking when people would jump in her lives and they would be coming for her. And look how she would answer, so matter of fact. This is before the shit went down. That's why I wanted to wait until it was done. Y'all know I like to wait till it's done, because then we could go back and be like, look at that lesson right there. Dear bitch,
Right.
don't be a bitch. Or dear bitch, don't be a bitch. Or dear idiot, we got to go for the people. Or, see, I told you to leave that person alone. Be nice. In this case, that ain't it. Watch.
You were the mistress. Oh, God. That's crazy. Search the documents. Y'all go search whatever you need to search.
Straight cap, bro.
What part is allowed? That will be addressed in court.
Exactly.
That will be addressed in court. The public record is lying. You do realize you can lie on court papers. You mess with somebody, man? Oh, God. No. Are you countersuing? Y'all will know when it happened, y'all. Are they legally separated? Absolutely. Feeling much better. It's okay that they trashing me. Let me tell you something. Once everything come back and everything is proven and all this other type of stuff, y'all gonna look so stupid to believe the lies that she spoke upon.
You sound delusional.
No, you sound like a liar. Here's what you sound like. It sounds like you're, again, utilizing your platform and thinking you're bigger than life and bigger than law and bigger than the Bible and bigger than any of these things, because you really tried to paint yourself as the person that's upstanding. And no, it's going to come out in court. And when these things come out in court, you're going to be laughing. Well, I specifically saved that clip from such a long time ago. My soul told me. My soul did. It said, Madam, I said, call me Asia when you're talking to my soul. It said, correction. Asia, I said, yes. It said, save that for later, Because a motherfucker that could sleep with somebody's husband and be going live talking about it, period,
Is the issue.
and being okay with doing their own husband that way, who at some point you had love for, you have no regard for anybody's feelings. Watch that bitch. Watch her, but not too much. We don't want to tarnish our soul. And I said you right. And that's
My
what
God.
happened.
Clock that T.
She was saying this stuff all the time. You gonna see, y'all gonna see. She's lying. She's lying. She painted herself to be the victim. They been not getting along. That didn't have nothing to do with me. I don't care if me and my man is in here like War of the Damn Roses. That is between a husband and a wife. And the next day, I could patch up his bullet wound and he could take the axe out of my back. That's our right. You don't have a right to speak. And he just back there ad-libbing. Cat, grow up, nigga. What do you mean, cat? Say a full sentence. You
Shut
just
up.
over there loving Chipotle and living with her getting bigger and bigger. And no, I fat and I don't promote getting bigger and bigger. I'm getting smaller and smaller. I lose a pound a year at least. At least,
Holy Holy
whatever.
Ghost,
Point
listen.
being, you
I
don't have
can't take
nothing positive going out there with her at Ulta and shit. Now look at you. 3.5. How, please help me understand, you guys, because I'm really trying to understand. If you got a lawsuit that told you were being sued for $3.5 million and it made it to court, once it makes it to court and it is actually filed and accepted, that means the lawyer that took it had enough evidence to present it and it actually be taken as a case.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
What were you thinking?
You wasn't.
You're a destiny swapper. You really wanted her life. You
That's
really
crazy.
wanted her man. Hmm. Mm.
That
Now
is
listen,
crazy
I
work.
ain't gonna cap, boo boo. Let me tell you. Here's where I can relate. Let me take a sip before I tell my truth. And I tell it all the time. I have a first love since the second grade. In my heart, spirit, and soul, I don't think nobody is more important to him than me. I don't. That said person had a baby. Guess where I moved? To the back. I stepped out of the way. Friendship, meaning I'll speak to you if I drop by or something like that. Didn't deal with him. Fast forward, he got in a relationship with a woman and she moved in and she was living there when I moved back from Arizona. You're still my friend, but there's no connecting, right? But
Period.
this is still the person in my head that I know if something happens, I can call and he can go. If I call him right now on speakerphone, he gonna answer the phone and he's gonna make sure I'm okay. Why? Because of that friendship part. Listen to what I'm saying. Please listen. He got married. I stepped back completely out of the picture. And it was after I got married. But we still talked as friends. I stepped completely out of the picture. And what I mean is friends, please hear what I'm saying. It means happy birthday once a year. It don't mean a constant conversation because guess what I started with? In my soul, I don't feel like it's anybody more important to that man than me. So I'm going to step out of the way as a woman. At any point, it's nothing you can say to make me believe that I couldn't have him. But why would I do that? First of all, it's playing a dangerous game. It's not okay. And at the highlight of that, I know because of my friendship with that man that there is a different level of relationship that we have that I can lure him back in. He can also lure me back in if I don't have discipline and if we don't respect that space. You see? That's exactly what they did. I'm speaking from a place of experience. I'm speaking from a place of I didn't do it. And it didn't even, it was like natural, like, oh, okay, y'all over there. Okay, I'm over here. And not all those times that
Period.
I had somebody.
Period. It's like I love you enough to
That
give you
part,
space to be who you need to be for
that
whoever you
part.
want to be there for. But I don't want to
Mm.
be like, first of all, I don't come second place to no one well. First of all. Let's be clear.
Or ill gotten is going to be ill taken. I don't want to come ruin
Exactly. And so
somebody's
I
life.
don't want nobody who is not choosing me. You need to choose me so much so that can't nobody else exist. And if that's what's happening, cool. But if that's not what's
But see,
happening,
this is what I'm saying. That's what I mean. I don't believe that. I believe everybody has somebody. If they didn't marry their person like that, because of that type of bond of the friendship part, the history part, I
mhm,
believe everybody actually has somebody they can go back to and say, I want to sleep with you, whatever it is. I want to sleep with you. We could just do this and nobody will know. You have some type of stronghold over another person if that person isn't the person that you married. That's
hmm,
what I believe. So it's not going to be no, can't nobody do this. No, it's like a drug almost. It's so strong. It's a different kind of love. So you have to be very careful in that space, how you operate, to your point, to have the respect. But I don't believe in that. We're human. The flesh is weak. That's impossible. It is somebody that can come take somebody from everybody, unless you like Jay-Z and got all the money and a regular person come and try to take you back. But in a real scenario, somebody could come and take you. Somebody could take your wife. They could take your man, and it could be
hmm,
taken for a minute. It could be get him to pay
hmm.
attention to something else. That's a very strong statement to believe that nobody can take. Yet again, weakness is because the flesh is weak, and also if they get you at a vulnerable moment, they know exactly when to insert,
Exactly. That's
and that's what she did. You know
to
what I mean?
even do that makes you a terrible person.
That's what I think.
It makes you a terrible person. Like you're awful.
Yeah,
Like
I got the
I don't
feelings.
have no nice words for you, baby. Like none. You're absolutely ugly.
Mm-mm,
And I
mm-mm.
mean ugly in all the ways that ugly can be ugly. Even if I thought you was cute for 5 seconds, you became ugly.
That part. That part.
Like for real, for real. Like I don't understand no mess like that. That's so messy. And then it's like, how do you expect anything good to happen to you coming from doing something of such nature? Like, where do you realize that the payback for that is real? Like you think you're suffering with this money, and that's just the beginning of what you're
That's the
about to
easy part.
experience because of the foolery in your decisions. And you consciously did this. You knew exactly what you were doing. This is
It
not
was
a
calculated.
childish moment. This was so calculated. You are
Mm-hmm.
awful. And then you sat over here and just outright lied.
Mm-hmm.
What
Lied, mocked, everything.
all of it. Just terrible. Like
Mm,
you gotta be playing yourself right now.
mm-mm. Look at her, Delulu. Look at her calling herself a stepmom. No, this was my favorite. Y'all watch this. Listen to the words she uses. This is when the other woman doesn't know her title and doesn't know that she's not exempt from consequences. Um, She didn't just sleep with somebody else's husband. She dismantled a family and she mocked the mother of his children and she's boasting about it right in front of everybody. You have disrespected this person's grandmother. You know the family and everything. And then this was her response. This is yeah. I can't. I don't understand.
The children. I loved the children even when my position was an auntie. I loved the children even though my now position is the stepmom, the bonus mom. I still love them. The love has not died down. The love has not nothing. The love has actually gotten even more stronger. If you want to be for real. I protect those kids with my life. Whether y'all feel like I don't need to or not. A lot of people will be grateful and thankful to have another parent, that the parents are not together and now they're remarrying and being with someone else. They will be grateful to have another parent to actually genuinely love. I mean, show actual love to kids, to those babies or whoever kids.
Delusional.
This is the part about the side bitch culture that I can't get with. It has been so romanticized that nobody calls out the real issues. Raise your hand if you love your step parent unconditionally.
My hand is not raised.
Okay. If you have your hand raised, if you come from a good father and a good mother, raise your hand if you would not prefer to see your own mom and your own dad together. At what point were you grateful to have an additional parent for no reason? That's not at the top of your list.
I
That's not
was
at the
never
top of
grateful.
somebody's list. These are children you're talking about, foo-foo head. They're not happy that you are not even married to this man when you made this. So how are you a stepmom? We just talked about that over this weekend, where people have started giving titles so their kids don't even know where they actually come from. They don't know, like, hey, you're calling that person stepmom. That means your dad was married to that person and your mom wasn't while she had you. But we have gotten so accustomed to calling people things that it's rightfully so that the kid is like, oh, okay, they dated my dad. That's my stepmom. No, it's not a stepmom. Those are legal terms that go on paperwork. My stepmom is still my stepmom today. My dad is gone. If I need time off work or anything like that, I check the box that says stepmom. They were married. That's my stepmom. I don't matter if I like her. It don't none. That's my stepmom.
Period. Yeah, I respect her title, but I'm not.
I respect her title.
I'm not happy she has the title, but I respect it.
Now, see, in my situation, it's a little different. Mine is different. Remember, I said if you started out with a good mom and good dad, I don't have one. You can have them. I'm actually, girl, knock yourself out. But that's why I said if you have a good mom and good dad, did you want your mom and dad together? They had a good mom and good dad. They had a nice family life. They had a mommy that cooked and a daddy that cared, and they saw two people loved up, and they saw that. So now it's weird because what happened to Auntie Brenay and Uncle Devin, and why don't we all hang out anymore? Honey, your kid is still traumatized right now. So you being so damn delusional that you think that young children are happy right now, you out of your delusional ass mind. That can't even be possible, Des. They're kids, and they're
Girl,
missing what they was used to seeing, and all the love they had. Not everybody over here. Why is everybody's car changed? Why is where everybody live changed? Why this person don't talk to this person? Mommy, where's happy? They don't even understand yet. How are they happy?
they don't know what's going on, and if they smart enough, they may know what's going on, and that's just as bad.
That's just as bad because we're gonna get into that tomorrow with the receipts. Akira, like many women, had to go to counseling. Because in addition to going through this in your regular life, and your soul feel like it's leaving its body, and your stomach feel like it's coming up through your throat, and your feet feel like they can't move, and your head hurts so bad you can't lift it off the pillow, and your heart feel like somebody just took it and sliced it in half and then put it back in your body and told it to beat. And then you can't really breathe. And then when people talk to you, it sounds like, doo, it sounds like that. And then all of that is happening while you're driving to work. All of that is happening while you're trying to sleep. All of that is happening while you still have to remember bills are due, so you cut on the lights and they work. All of that is happening and you trying to pray. All of that is happening and you trying to understand. And then you log into social media for a laugh, or you log in because some part of you, I probably with her, some part of you, or if you have been taunted online, it won't allow you to stay from it because it becomes like a fear. Like, what will be posted next that I don't know? I need to stay on top of it. I need to see it as soon as it comes out. I need to get ahead of it. I need to digest it, not before the people on social media, before I walk into work because they might know, before I walk into my mom's house because they might know.
Or how I'm walking into these places and these people know my motherfucking business. And you over here embarrassing me not only on social media, but in real life because some people know us for real. That is some trauma. And the idea that as another woman, you would cause such a trauma to another woman.
And think it's funny.
Girl, you're worse than a man.
I believe so because you know her heart. So she had to go to therapy
And
because
then you fake friend her. You gaslighted this friendship so that you could steal your man back. Because you felt like that was your man. And she never should have had him. But yet he chose her. And he married her. And you clearly chose someone else and married someone else. And then now you then over here destroyed your life. You want to go destroy his life as well and hers. And now you want to act like you're some great person because you want to be a good side chick, side mom, bonus mom. Girl, go to hell.
Mhm. So we know that it's a destiny swapper. And I'm going to keep using that word because no person in their right mind, and this is even in a regular relationship, steps right in and wants to assume a role in your kid's life.
Hmm.
No person starts getting their hair done like you get your hair done. No person starts wearing blinged out chucks like you start wearing, like you always wore blinged out chucks as your signature. No person starts being into fashion because you're into fashion. No person plays a college student because you were a college student. No person begins to get their nails done the way that you get your nails done. No person wants to create a YouTube channel because you created a YouTube channel. No person wants to do all of the things that they have set back and watched you do, be it a Vegas trip or the Virgin Islands or the Dominican or things like that. No person does that. That's called a destiny swapper. But I would like to tell you, when you dig a grave for the person, i.e., the wife, dig one for yourself because she's not going in hers. She's
Mm.
not going in hers, but you're going in yours.
Mm.
You're going in yours. And it has
Mighty.
nothing to do with her. That's between you and God. Karma is between you and that person. If I fuck you up and beat your ass, that's between me and you. However, some of y'all don't come out and play. So God will handle it. And you little destiny swapper, while you saw him do certain things for her, he won't do those things for you. And it's very interesting because you'll see Tim do certain things for Akira, and his face was just different. It was like a calm, love, dad, like a family guy, like aura with her. And then you can tell when the switch went off. You can tell when they started flirting or the interest was even there. Because the demeanor changed, but you saw, well, you know what it looks like, you know what it looks like. You saw that demeanor change in him because there was one time they were all making a hibachi dinner together and the plates were being made and Tim was making Devin's plate. And he was like, I'm making your husband's plate. Hard stop. Any man that is calling you out for your inability to be a husband to your husband, that's at the forefront of their brain. That's why I say things like, for either party, I've seen a man swoop in and take a woman as well. So it's on both sides. We're just talking about Brenay in this instance, but these are interchangeable. So apply them everywhere. That means his mindset is still on being a husband, not into flirting with you, the side chick. Otherwise, he wouldn't have said anything because he wouldn't have gave a fuck if he was making Devin's plate. Devin's plate or not. Those are the things when you looking at something deeply, you can see, had she left that alone, they would have been just fine. But you egged it on. You became the Jezebel. You became the serpent in the garden. You played a very heavy role because you saw how it changed. My whole sad thing is that with both Devin and Akira, both of them knew when a person started to do other things and they felt it and they asked them. And it was a, no, that's not happening. For Akira, she said, I want, on a particular day, I want her gone by noon. I want her gone. That is a horrible feeling to have. And you are asking the questions because God is telling you it's right there. Go get it. And you try to fix it. And instead of being honest with the person and just accepting your fault at that part, you take them to the stream of things so they almost feel like they are crazy because they like, Am I just tripping? Is it because I'm not getting sleep? Maybe I'm jealous that they don't have kids and we do, so they get to have more free time. Maybe I am jealous she's a big TikToker and I actually have to go to work. Maybe that is in my subconscious. You try to balance it out because you love your person and you think, why would you lie to me? You know, you want me to be better, so I'm tripping. Why do you think the gaslight, that's called gaslighting. Why do you think the gaslighting and manipulation part occurs instead of them just coming straight out and saying, yes, I am doing this. I want a divorce or I want to leave or whatever it is.
Well, for one, he didn't want no damn divorce.
I don't think he did.
He was just weak as the fuck, which is still a problem.
Right.
Okay.
But
Unfortunately,
they're
he married
young.
a weak man. But with that being said, I don't blame her for suing. And if I was him, I would sue that woman as well. You encouraged me and pushed me to leave the family I have already created. And if you look in the
Oh,
messages, you see that he was happy where he was. And I don't know what happened because I don't see how she wasn't happy where she was. Your man was just as supportive to you as this man was to his wife. So this is some real.
she likes Tim's penis better. And Tim and her sister used to fuck around. That's who she was fighting over with her sister that she was talking about.
But see, that's the thing. Why you want to share this penis like that? Like for
This must be
real.
some major diamond crusted dick. Because you done fought with your sister back in 2014 about this motherfucker. And you now going back to get him and tarnishing your soul through the fiery pits of hell and all of your money.
It sounds insane to me. And then all the little change you made, I'm sure, and it's really sad because
It is.
girl, you was lit before this situation. That's my problem with you. You destroyed your own life playing with this
Yes.
man like that. Like, what the fuck wrong with you? You worked hard to build your social media, to be a content creator, to get a check. And this was before any of this.
Mm-hmm.
So that just lets you know money don't make you happy, Biscuit. That don't make you happy. And so clearly making other people miserable may make you happy. I don't know. That's what you're giving.
So for tonight's takeaways, money can't buy you things is at a all-time high because you use your money to help you in addition to your freakiness
Hmm.
to take this woman's husband. And in the reverse, what you did was you really used your money to buy this man because
You
you
literally brought
literally
that
just
man.
made an exchange with the wife and said, here's everything I've ever made because of this man. And all you had to do was do it. Well, here to be fair, the legal way you had to do it to be fair was a particular way, but the moral way, there is no moral way to do that, and
Right.
it's
You
no
shouldn't have
moral.
done that.
Sorry, there's no moral way. The husband, you betrayed the shit out of her after everything that her and her family did for you. You didn't think about your kids or nothing. The mistress, who didn't want to be called a mistress, which is strange to me, but you want to be flaunting this lady's husband, but you don't want to be called a mistress. I don't understand. You chose to destroy your life in front of everyone. And now what you will be known for, you might as well cut off your comments. No companies that have family values as a part of their mission statement are going to work with you. Your hauls that you do at Ulta and all of those things, I hope that you have everything that you need already because those things are not going to happen anymore. I don't know how you come back from this type of thing, but for some time, that is going to be why your videos go up. Because as soon as she was in People, all her videos went up even more. So yes, that is money in her pocket. Some people are playing those videos so that they could make sure that she had a nice net worth so that she could pay Akira all of her money.
My Lord. Listen, how we are so kind.
If
We're
we
not
don't
gonna
stop
give you no
doing,
money, but we will help promote your bullshit. Yes, ma'am. We
well,
will help you get a
but
check.
listen to what they're promoting it because they want her to be able to pay Akira, not because we want you to have his money. We're watching the shit, so when you get this check, go ahead and hand it over to Akira.
Because she earned it.
She more than earned it. This girl has been in real life therapy. She done got several piercings to coat. She still had to be a mom. In the interim, one time Brenay and them, they had her put in jail. They did all kind of stuff to this girl.
Mm.
They showed up at the school, like Brenay was showing up at parent teacher conference, going,
No.
yes, going up there saying she was the goddamn kid's mom, all of this stuff. The girl, Akira said she wanted a 7-seater because I want to have more kids. Brenay went straight out and bought the same car and then did a vlog for it. Literally, she did it to see if she was gonna. She did it.
Oh wow. Now
It's
that ain't
no
killing.
joke. It's no
That's an
joke.
illness, girl. Something wrong with you. I have come to the conclusion there is no way in hell you are sane.
It's
Like
nothing saying about her.
it's nothing because that is insane to me, and it's really sad that that social media has given you such room to play like that. That's what's really sad.
And here's, y'all want to see how she walked out of court? Let me show you, because when I tell you there is no shame anymore, and this may be a face and a facade, but why is this the image you would want to leave? Watch.
Oh,
Did she go? Did she hate? Did she go jump in with him and say, "Yay"? You know
That's
you owe
really
that
how
girl.
you left the court. That's
Look, you
really
know
how
you
you
owe
left the
that girl.
court. That's really how you showed up as your own lawyer. You showed up in a varsity sweater of a school you never went to. It's not even real varsity sweater. You showed up in your
Listen.
TikTok attire,
Mm.
not a blazer.
Well, that just goes to show you. First of all, them breasts can't fit. You should have got a reduction in the midst of all the things you've been doing with your money.
So that was a scam at the beginning. That's how she went viral, because she came out saying she wanted a reduction. Everybody donated for her to get this reduction with Dr. Miami. And then she never got the reduction and claimed that they didn't have her appointment ready.
What? They would have got it ready. What are you
Dr.
talking about?
Miami, you got boobs like that. You got 3 million on TikTok, and you paying for it. And Dr. Miami didn't show up.
I don't believe it. You would have made Dr. Miami go more viral than Dr. Miami
Hello.
already is. And Dr. Miami is with all the shenanigans of being known. So what are you talking about?
And you're paying with cash, and you took everybody's money from GoFundMe.
Baby, let me come up with something. Let me give me a GoFundMe.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I wish I had something in me to do it, but I just don't.
I can't do
Listen,
it. I'm
it
I
ain't even,
can't.
I don't care if I really needed the funds. I don't know how to tell you to give it to me in a GoFundMe. Like, baby,
No, I'm okay. Uh,
go to sleep and get some rest. Like that baby said, we
Now,
all
if it
got
got that
problems.
bad and I ever had to, I am not too proud to do it. However, I'm okay. And I
I mean, I
don't,
need a legit good reason, and right
like,
now
if
I
I
don't
became
have
a
one.
really big influencer and I wanted to do something that was really expensive, go fund me though. No, it's other things you actually supposed to do. You could just post it on your page. Well, crowdfunding. It's still crowdfunding, because GoFundMe is crowdfunding. Would I do crowdfunding? Yes. That means people help to pay for whatever it is that you're trying to do. But to me, I feel kind of bad because some of those things that people do crowdfunding for to get money to buy a particular thing through their video, they're going to make that money as well. So then it's basically like everybody watched and supported you, plus they pay for you to make this video, and you just get hand over fist cash, more money than the average person actually makes. So see, y'all, my subconscious wouldn't let me do it because it doesn't make sense to me. Maybe
Well,
not
I'm
for
gonna take the
Facebook.
shady side of me says it makes all the sense. That's what America does to us every day. But
But I couldn't do it to people, not America.
America is the people.
No, America don't do it to us every day. The government does it to us every day. We don't do
Okay.
it to each other.
But the government is people, and the people is us, and we are the people, and the people is doing us every day.
Well, then
And
send me
I'm just
$5,000, Lucifer, and shut up until you do. Because all the people just send money. If it's our fault, y'all listen. So next we're going to get into the predatory behavior, because I bet you guys are going to hear some of these things. Why
I
there were
do.
jurors leaving, why Akira was breaking down on the stand, why Tim even started crying. They didn't
No.
know that these people had all of these messages. Remember
Oh,
our
so they had to
children?
go ahead and face the truth that that they all their lies was being
In their
posted.
own words. And some of the videos was nasty.
Ooh.
Mm, I'm not
Look at
playing those
me talking
videos.
about ooh.
They was nasty. People was in there getting their front lace blown back. And then we gonna go
Ooh.
into the TikToker space, because some of you went in and you reported on it. I don't think it's anything wrong with reporting on it, because she absolutely made it very viral. She talked about it all the time. She said, watch, you gonna see. It's best that somebody was in there to come back and bring back the real details, because if there's several people, their story should align. She would have never brought us back the actual truth. That's not what would have happened. And if you don't believe it, you can actually pull, I believe they will have the court transcripts up when it is time. However, the way that some of you did it, calling her names when she walked out and did all of those things, y'all not real reporters, because the real reporter can't do that. Y'all just sitting there being messy as hell, and you harassing and taunting people. And I don't think that that's okay. Whether she explicitly does it in front of everybody or not, it has been stated that she had to go into the bathroom, and she legit broke down to where somebody had to go in there and see if she was okay. And
Wow.
while I want her to sit in what she has done, I don't have
We ain't
nothing to
trying to
say about. I
jump to the
don't
girl.
wish bad on her, but you didn't care about Akira at all. And that girl was in real life therapy. That girl was real life hurt. And that girl really had to deal with the fact that she didn't ask for any of this. And you took her best friend from her, and you didn't give a fuck. You said on social media like it wasn't nothing. So I don't want to feel anything for you. I don't. But I don't want anything bad to happen to you, meaning your health and things. Rest of that stuff, honey, you can come back from. You can come back from, because you didn't give a fuck what she had to come back from with her kids. You didn't care. So I don't care. I'm tired of women and men breaking up families and their participation of breaking up the family, and not seeing what it really means to everybody involved. That really hurts people. You got a second income. You have your best friend. You have your protector. You have your day to day. You have your comfort zone. Your partner becomes like your security blanket. And for it to just go away, especially when you don't know why,
Mm, that's a bit much.
uh,
That's hurtful.
and then people taunt you by way of social media. Then when you flash back, they want to act like then they don't want to play no more. I see
It
some of
don't
this
work
in
like
my
that.
everyday life, and I'm like, y'all motherfuckers, y'all gonna keep poking at people, and that person is gonna call you out by your delusional name. You wrong as fuck, and you just restarted your karma, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. That's all I gotta say. So tomorrow we're gonna start going through some receipts. And y'all gonna tell me what y'all think when y'all hear some of this shit. Listen, I love joining smaller platforms, because then I can actually be heard and I can actually talk, because I'll be in the comments. And they be replying. I love it. That's why I love the smaller spaces. I like to get my info from the bigger spaces and then bring it back to the smaller spaces, because we can actually talk. So Des, where can they we'll be here tomorrow at 7. We'll be live
All
at
right.
7. Des, where can
Well,
they find you?
they can find me on at Delicious Designs on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
Sounds good. So if you haven't already, let me tell you, this is probably the one that that's the one I'm gonna send to Akira. It's the new one. I love it. It's a good journal. And it has coloring pages. Same of all of them are gonna have coloring pages because it's therapeutic. But that's my favorite. It's talking to your younger self. I like that page.
I
Anyway,
love that.
thank you, thank you. And that one is dedicated to my goddaughters and I love them. Specifically, Katie Love. So if you haven't gotten it already, it is on sale on Amazon. All of them are on sale on Amazon. 2 will be released next week so that they will be available before Christmas so you can give them to the girls in your life. Because clearly, if we keep putting girls like this into the world, you have a whole mama and a whole sister, and nobody was able to help you make better decisions, Brenay. Or sometimes you raise your kids and they just do what they want to do. Because twins fighting, I can't even understand that one. But do better, and what we need to heal from and be better as adults, just get the journals from Amazon. I'm telling you, when you read the hook, you're gonna be like, is this bitch in my head? How does she know what's going on in my life? Because girl, it's me too. It's us. We in this together. We gonna heal the shit. I'm just telling you. So go and buy them. Buy them for everyone that you know. Start sending to some of these delusional TikTokers too.
I swear.
I'm just saying. See you tomorrow at 7. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and share. See you tomorrow. Bye,
See you
Royal.
tomorrow.